So last week we had a giveaway, and this week we have another giveaway for you. We will be giving away. Well, our producer actually is a very wealthy man, and he decided to dip into his pocket to give us some additional money to give to you because you've been so faithful and loyal to us. So for you to qualify, you have to click the notification bell, you have to click the subscription button, you have to drop a comment. We'll tell you what the comment is that we want you to drop. You also have to like the video to qualify. But we'll tell you, so you have to watch the video to the end to see what we'll be asking you to do or what we'll be asking you to predict. And then you enter and you can win $25. And trust me, $25 can buy some things on Amazon. Can buy some things, some whole heap of things. I never know. A couple of years now, I start use Amazon and buy things. And I'm ready to say, wow, watching them something myself on Amazon. What you talk about, man? I don't know. You can use a different shipping companies to bring it into the... Well, depending on where you are in the world. Wherever you are in the world, you can use an Amazon gift card. If they are England, America, Jamaica, Trinidad, Guyana, Uzbekistan, no matter where they can... You can use an Amazon gift card. So we're going to talk. So let's talk football.
All right.
Let's do it. All right. So first we're going to talk. Remember, it's top 6 football we're talking. So the first match we're going to talk about is Brighton, the same team that Chelsea beat last week. That, Chelsea never really came out of second, third gear with. They're hosting Spurs, who never really came out of third gear to beat Southampton last week. So Brighton versus Spurs. How do you think this game is going to work out, Rapper?
Expect Spurs to have a good game.
You look so happy to talk about Spurs right now.
It's a Brighton versus Spurs right now.
Come on, Brighton has something to prove.
Is Spurs? I'm going off track. No, I'm going off track. No. Is it that Spurs is an unattractive team? Rapper and Richie. Why is it that Spurs has no fans? No international fan base. Why is that?
I do have an international fan. I know one Spurs fan.
Richie, seriously, why? Why is it that nobody really watches Spurs?
Spurs has not been really signing any marquee players for people to really attract, and they haven't been winning any trophies.
Thank you. The signing they don't mean nothing.
Yeah, man, you can't. No, listen. Watch all the clubs when they sign those big players. You usually find that people are, gravitating towards them. Ronaldo sells jerseys.
Which Spurs jersey would you buy?
No, but I'm telling you, if they were to say, for example, sign a Neymar, break the bank, sign Neymar, you would have more Spurs fans automatically.
I think you would have Neymar fans watching Spurs.
In turn, you would have more Spurs fans.
No, I think you would have Neymar fans who buy Neymar jerseys that just happen to have Spurs on it.
I'm gonna disagree with you.
I think the only way for Spurs to have more, I don't think they have a little bit of fans. You know what? This is an Arsenal fan, so put these things into context, right? I think if you want more fans, you have to do what ManCity did.
All right, for the record, Spurs preseason matches, the stadiums were empty. But will the stadium be full on Saturday when they play Brighton? And will the net of Brighton be full when the game is done?
Of course, if the Brighton fans going to come out to watch Brighton. They're going to want to watch.
For the record, that's a Liverpool fan. I don't know what kind of context that gives you. That's a Liverpool fan.
So I don't know if the Brighton fans going to come to watch Brighton play because it's Brighton.
Yeah, it's going to be at Brighton's home.
Richie, home game for Brighton. Richie, will this game be worth watching?
Is Spurs going to sign Neymar?
Oh my God.
Okay, then I guess.
Oh my God, these guys are killing. Alright, so let's Spurs. Alright, give me a score prediction.
I need to actually note to this now. The score prediction?
Yeah.
I think that this will not be as easy as everyone thinks. I actually go.
Them start scaring when them do them something.
I'm going to say a draw for this one.
Really? What kind of draw? Is it like a 5-5 or a 0-0?
I'm going to say a goal draw.
1-1? 1-1.
Oh wow, we went 1-1. What a difference.
Richie, what you say?
He's so safe.
If it's a draw,
he's so safe.
Big man, 3-all draws are so rare.
No, but I'm just saying your draw is usually 2-all and now you go 1-all. So I'm like,
yeah, because I don't think they'll score. I don't think Brighton will let Spurs run riot on them
at home.
Not after what happened with Chelsea. I think they're looking to, you know what, let's try hold it together, see if we can get a point out of this. And
don't give the ball to the keeper.
Don't give the ball.
I was going to say they're going to learn.
Give the ball to their own keeper.
I was going to say they're going to learn from their mistake, but I'm also going to say that stopping Spurs is going to take more than just a little bit of focus.
Right.
Because you have a high-flying Korean named Hume Song.
Right.
Whatever his name is. I can't pronounce his name yet.
You're
Working on it.
You're on the money there.
I'm on the money?
It's getting better.
Son is flying. Hey, that youth can play some
He's
ball.
a proper baller.
Undembele scored a cracker. So right now, my prediction is 1 goal for Brighton and 3 goals for Spurs. In terms of your
That
fantasy
means Spurs
picks,
score first.
yeah, man,
Okay.
definitely scores
And then-
first,
and then Brighton comes
Brighton
out at the-
equalizes and maybe 2 second half goals for Spurs.
All right, cool. So
Spurs has a deeper squad. We're gonna give you some fantasy picks because, as always, we try to keep up with Fantasy League. You guys can check out our Twitter. It gives the fantasy code if you want to join the league. I would go with a Hurricane if you can afford him, and definitely put Son on your side. Undembele is playing pretty good, but I don't know if I'd actually spend the cash to get him in my squad yet.
Rapper,
Mm-hmm.
you know, on a fantasy pick.
Fantasy picks for Spurs, Brighton, Son. No,
Yeah.
actually, and Kane. If you can
Kane
get
scored on that. Yeah, if you have the money for Kane.
I wouldn't pick a defender. As I said, if my score, if I'm predicting 1-1, I expect both teams to concede. And because with their left back, with the surgery out on the red card,
Right.
I'm not sure. I'm never too sure which fullbacks are going to play for Spurs. They rotate them a lot. So I would stick to a striker to get that 1 goal, a Hurricane or a Son Heung-min.
All right, based on the excitement of our pundits, you can know it's a game that you're not supposed to watch. So I'm just kidding.
Very
Please watch
academic.
it.
This one
Please
is all
watch.
academic.
Please
This
watch
is
the game. Please watch
In
the game.
Jamaica, this game is going to play at 6:30 in the morning.
6:30. Who are wake up 6:30?
I do.
Just to make sure they don't win.
I do. But once Spurs score the first goal, we turn it off.
And then you just hear this universal idiot match this. And then
All right.
All
All right. Remember again, follow us on the Real SXT. Click the notification bell. Also subscribe to the channel, please. And we're moving on to the next game.
Yeah.
Is Liverpool, which is a big game.
I like
Believe
this
it or
game.
Can we
not.
say it's a statement game of the weekend?
Here we go.
Let's call this one
Oh
the statement
my
game.
God. All right.
Statement.
We're
So-
just slapping a statement game
We
all
could
over
not
the
have
place.
predicted in August that this game would actually have the type of weight that it has now.
Yeah.
If you had asked us, we'd have said no. But this game actually is a pretty solid game. Leicester has been playing well. So Leicester is going to play Liverpool at Anfield,
though.
on Saturday morning. Well, Saturday afternoon, English time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Leicester playing well, dropping 5 on the weekend. Coming back now, playing away from home. Pretty strong team. Brendan Rodgers going back to a Liverpool team that he almost carried to the title if it had not been for Steven Gerrard kicking away his own foot and giving away the ball.
The slip of the century.
What the forward again? What did score?
Demba.
You remember?
I can't,
Do you remember?
Neither of us will
He
ever
had
forget
pace
that.
and power. You remember that? His pace and power took him away from Gerrard.
He scored good. He scored 1 good goal in his career.
One good goal.
One hot goal.
So Brendan Rodgers, after failing to take Liverpool to the title, he's now succeeding in carrying back Leicester to Anfield to play against them. Liverpool is playing against Leicester.
That sounded
Liverpool
more like a
riding high,
fixtures.
having won 7 games on the trot. Perfect record going into this match. 21 points from 21 points. Richie, is this points number 24?
You know, I'm really. I can't say Leicester beating Liverpool at this stage. I really do see Liverpool having the trophy in their hands already.
Yeah.
And we're just closing out September.
Really?
However, yeah, I mean, it's when you see the performances and them being able to get out results the way they do, you just have that feeling in you know. But let's say, for example, I'm going to go against the grain.
Right.
And I'm going to say this is the game that's going to break that unbeaten record. This is the game where they're going to actually pull out a draw. Yeah, I said it. It's going to be a 2-2 draw because, yeah, I just feel like Brendan Rodgers knows what he's doing when it comes on to bringing this squad to Anfield. It's not unfamiliar territory. So I'm looking forward to a nice game, good thriller, but 2-2.
So Rapper, based on how well Liverpool has started, so they've had games where they've dominated, they've had games where they look sleepy, but no matter how they look, they have a tendency to eke out a win. Can they go forget even this game? So I'm assuming now, can they go the whole season unbeaten?
I think it can happen.
Will it happen?
I don't think it will happen. Not given Klopp's rotation policy and the depth of the squad that I'm seeing. You need either one, your players never get tired or injured. For the
Robots.
season, which, let's be honest, that doesn't happen in our game anymore. Or you have a strong bench that you do actually use and come on and give the guys some rest. And we're talking about them going unbeaten for the season. No, they won't go unbeaten for the season. In fact, I think they're going to struggle over the next 3 weeks. They're going to struggle against Leicester because I predicted that Liverpool would struggle against Sheffield because of a rotation policy. They didn't rotate, right? They stuck to the same starting 11 more or less as far as the midfield and everywhere else is concerned. But that same A team, as I would call it, struggled against Sheffield. And for me, for the most part, they looked a bit lackadaisical. They're almost nonchalant, so to speak, about it. And I think playing the same team, as we mentioned in previous videos, can go against you. They have Salzburg this week in the midweek in the Champions League. After losing to Napoli, you don't want to run the risk of losing a second game in the Champions League, so I expect the A team out there again. And then you're going to play Leicester City, a top 3 contender playing some great football. Expect the A team out there again. What's going to happen? Tired legs. And Leicester City loves playing against teams with either tired legs or slow legs.
Running.
Because Jamie Vardy is
running. Not just Jamie
he's
Vardy.
Not a normal human being. At his age, he shouldn't be running this much, this fast.
The man sound like an old man.
And if you put Jamie Vardy against and Madison against this current Liverpool keeper, I think we're gonna have problems. I actually expect a lot of goals coming out of this. I expect some goals that you wouldn't expect to see Liverpool concede. I think they're gonna concede them now just because this team
is getting burnt out.
Getting burnt out.
Well, when I say
already,
this team, the starting team.
This starting team is getting burnt out.
Already.
And I don't think I do think already they're getting burnt out because we saw there was it was lackadaisical against Sheffield. It wasn't the hunger that we saw from Salah. It wasn't the hunger that we're used to seeing from Mane. And Firmino looked disinterested more or less, as if everything is just gonna come together because we're here. You can't have that approach this early in the season because that's a bad
That's
sign.
my thing.
And then you're gonna play against Salzburg midweek in a Champions League game. Then you're gonna play Leicester City. It's sticky. This game is gonna be sticky, and as hard as it is to agree with what Richie just predicted, I don't believe Liverpool might actually come out of this with 3 points. It might be a high-scoring draw.
All right, so Richie, tell me the score, and tell me why you said the score going to be that.
Right, so like I said, I do predict a 2-2, and I think the reason why I said that is going to come down to I don't think you're going to get a keeper error this time. I think I'm hoping that one of the people in EPL are watching these videos where we're cussing people, and especially keepers, about not kicking out the ball. I'm hoping somebody is picking up on it, right? So I don't think you're going to get a keeper error this time from Adrian still in goal, right? As a matter of fact, I think Alisson should be returning to fitness. So let's check on that. Maybe Alisson plays, I'm not sure. Either way, I don't think you're going to get a keeper error. What I do expect is, I expect Leicester to pepper that goal. I expect them to, you're going to have to find Robertson throwing himself in front of several shots, right?
And they will be running back towards the goal because they have to be chasing on Vardy. Any ball over the top,
So,
even if they're winning the ball off Vardy, they'll still be chasing towards the goal,
right,
to ensure that they get it from him. Yeah,
I don't expect any own goals, but I will say that after you create so many chances, Leicester is a team that will put them away. It's not like Sheffield, who got chances and didn't put them away. Leicester will put away those chances, and it can come from a lot of different people, not just Vardy or Madison. So yeah, I really do expect a 2-2 draw.
You know, honestly, I'm not worried about anybody else from Leicester scoring other than Vardy.
Really?
It took Madison 16 or 20 shots just to get that one goal the other day. I have him on my fantasy team, but I have him there for the assist to Vardy.
Right.
It could be that.
And if
you
see, you know what? I'm gonna backtrack a bit here. I think Liverpool will come out with the 3 points, but I think it's gonna be one of those high score close, like a 3-2. So if I had to predict
some piece of magic in the last piece,
some piece of magic, they're gonna have to step it up.
And the crowd singing, and the crowd giving them the energy of they never walk alone, singing the anthem. Yeah. I love that about
And their
Liverpool.
home record is Liverpool home record is very
It's amazing.
Yeah,
very
that-
good right
yeah,
now. So
Liverpool's
Bridget,
home
you have a
record.
defender who, when somebody actually did shift him in a one
That-
game,
it made news.
It made news. It was the first time in like 600 and
Yep.
Yeah, ridiculous. Anyway, so remember, Real SFC. Follow us at the Real SFC on Instagram and Twitter, and also click the notification bell. But before you click the notification bell, click the subscription button and also click the thumbs up button on the video. We move on to the next game, the game that is most important in the world, and it is Arsenal versus Bournemouth being played at the Emirates Stadium. Everybody on earth will be watching this game. Nobody will be watching any games before this. Nobody will be watching any games after this.
I'll
Because
be at
this
church.
is the game that everybody on earth will be looking forward to. So Arsenal versus
First one or
Bournemouth
two.
by the Emirates. Oh, and for the record, let me let everybody know, just in case you did not know, the players voted Xhaka, the captain of Arsenal. So we can't even blame the
Wait.
Can't even blame
You know what? You know what? I do not blame anybody. When I saw the options, the only option that stood out for me, they didn't even put Lacazette in an option.
Which
you know.
was rude.
I cannot understand it. The options were, correct me if I'm wrong, Nachi.
Go ahead.
You had Ozil, you had Xhaka, you had Aubameyang, you had Bellerin and Rob Holding.
Yep.
No, really. Out of everybody, that's all you got?
No, Bellerin. Somebody threw Bellerin and Rob Holding in there for what?
Yeah, the thing is,
Just to make up the five.
The reason I'm not.
That's supposed to be-
Yeah,
Honestly.
I'm not gonna fuss about it because I am a supporter. I'm not
you're a
there
fan.
with them. Yeah, I'm not there with them.
Blindly supporting.
No, not blindly. I'm just saying I'm a supporter. So
Okay.
I'm not in the dressing room. I don't know. Sometimes you see a side, like somebody will see every team that Rapper, you've played on teams with me before, haven't you?
Yeah, man.
Who's always the captain? Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every single team. Me are the captain of the team.
Yeah.
Now, somebody who might know, my family members then, them don't know me that way there.
Okay.
You understand? So when somebody say, you understand, naturally, so the captain for every team you ever play for them, probably them go, really? As in growing up, maybe.
Mm.
So I'm saying, I don't know what is happening behind the scenes with them and Xhaka.
So here's where I'm going to
I
go.
don't know what's happening with them and Xhaka for them to. I mean, they must know how the fans feel, and this might be a vote of confidence. Them giving Xhaka the confidence to play. Me no know. But whatever it is, I find it hilarious. And I gave you the statistics the other day that from 2016,
exactly
he
he-
is the player with the most errors
Yes.
in the Premier League that has led to goals.
I think what is happening is they are behind closed doors. Xhaka is probably doing a lot of talking amongst people who don't want to talk. I think that's where it is. I honestly believe that Lacazette deserves it because he has experience. This is a man who was captain at Lyon for years, in much younger than he is now, and he was a great captain.
Right.
He's a man who will marshal the team together. But I think I wouldn't say politicking is going on in the background, but sometimes if the door falls off the hinges, right, and 20 people stand in a room, and like for a good 10 seconds nobody moves, you know the leader gonna be the man who get up and say, guys, we need to fix that.
Yeah.
It might not be the best person, you know. He just happened to say, yo,
It might be Xhaka.
He just might be.
It might be Xhaka.
And he said, let's do this. And I don't think anybody is stepping up per se, because who did we just list as the nominees and stuff?
Yeah,
Bellerin now.
Aubameyang, Rob
Holding.
Holding.
Understand Aubameyang? That makes sense. Who was
Right.
the other one?
Rob Holding.
Rob Holding.
Rob Holding,
Bellerin,
Bellerin.
Aubameyang.
Xhaka and somebody else.
It's obviously somebody who doesn't matter. Alright, so
I think when you look at the options right there,
well, the thing is,
Yeah.
the fact that we're even talking about this shows that Arsenal is a team in flux, and we've been in flux for such a long time. Ironically, as it relates to being captain, and Richie, I want you to bear witness to this one.
Yeah.
Almost every foreign player that has come to Arsenal is greeted. It's not people saying no, it's them say. Aubameyang and Lacazette.
Aubameyang, yes.
When the kid came, Martinelli came from
Yes.
Brazil, you know. He said when he was eating lunch the first day,
Aubameyang came and
Aubameyang
sat
come
with
up to him
him.
and sit down with him and I try to talk Portuguese to him.
Oh.
And he must say my thing to himself, I can't believe Aubameyang and try to talk to me.
Right.
You understand? So I'm saying, how can that person not be considered to be the captain of the team?
ask your team.
And again, this is why I
Anyway,
wanted to just...
sometimes maybe they know something that I don't know. But Arsenal versus Bournemouth, I think Bournemouth is a good team,
Right.
a strong team, a team that can beat Arsenal. But again, as I said to you guys a couple weeks ago, Arsenal is a team that down at the Emirates, their
They're a
efficiencies
bit more stronger. Glossed over by...
Yeah, because I mean, I don't think winning 3-2 at home shows that you're strong. It shows that your strength, you're playing to your strength, which is that you can score 3 goals.
Yeah.
But your weaknesses are right out there, and I think Bournemouth is a team that can actually expose those weaknesses.
I'm glad you said that.
Tell me what you predict for this game against Bournemouth. What do you think, Rapper?
I expect a draw here.
Really?
I expect Bournemouth to show up. Bournemouth not afraid of nobody.
Yeah, but that don't mean them good enough.
And Arsenal are nobody for afraid of that.
Oh,
at home? At home?
At home, I don't think
Wow.
this Arsenal team's back line and they're not afraid of that. Bournemouth can fire. Bournemouth can find the goal, and they can find it against anybody. And if you show up with a fearless attitude at Arsenal, I believe you can get a win. It's just a question is will Arsenal with that front three, or in this case it's probably just the front two with Pepe and Aubameyang. I don't know if Lacazette is fit, but if you get just those two, I'm not worried about them. I don't think Pepe is gonna score a hat trick or anything like that. I don't think he showed me that he can bust a salad, he can bust a pie.
But he can kick a shot.
But him can kick a shot and that gave the 3 points.
Yeah.
And I think Aubameyang, if they focus on Aubameyang, which I expect them to do, try to get him out of the game, I don't see this team necessarily scoring that much against Bournemouth. I actually expect Bournemouth to get a point out of this. And I like what Bournemouth is doing. They're playing really nice football for a team that never spent most of them spent $20 million on 2 Liverpool balls. Thank you very much. But yeah, man, I think they're.
No, you're very welcome. That's what you should say. You're very welcome.
No, he's glad for the money.
Fans for the money. Actually.
He's glad for the money.
But all of them not their star.
Somehow we made this about Liverpool.
So Richie, what does Arsenal have to do to get a good victory in this game, and a victory that can help them to kick on to better play?
So the last game that Arsenal played, they actually went down to 10 men and still was able to score 2 goals, if I remember correctly. Do the same. Do more of what.
As in go down to 10 men. What?
Listen, go down to 9 if that helps, right? No, what I really meant to say is, do more of what you're expected to do. Do more. Yeah, your defense is not going to help you to win games, but the goals will. And Aubameyang, when you put the ball on his foot, he'll give you goals. So I expect 2 goals from him, and I also expect Pepe to score, albeit it may come from an off shot or a penalty. But I see Arsenal winning this game at home, and I see Bournemouth. Bournemouth is one of my nice teams. I like watching Bournemouth play, right? Yeah. But I do expect them to come out running and gunning, as I always say, and score 2 goals, but not win. So that means Arsenal needs to score more than 2 goals.
And the weakness for Arsenal is in the defense, you say? Or
yes.
the midfield?
No, the defense. We're not going to mention his name.
Okay.
No, we're not. No.
He who shall not be named.
He who shall not.
The X marks this spot.
Capo. El Capo.
You know, I want to say one more thing on that Xhaka issue. Xhaka becoming captain to me is a lot like William Gallas was captain for Chelsea, if I remember correctly.
No, for
Arsenal.
And it also reminds me of Paul Pogba being captain
for Manchester United.
Sometimes we choose our leaders. Players choose leaders for criteria. Sometimes because of popularity. Sometimes it's just he's the nicest guy in the room. But I don't think
he's a leader.
I don't think he's a leader.
I don't think he's a leader either.
A leader has to set a certain example.
Yes.
And I don't think Xhaka shows that. You just that simple stuff. The most mistakes of anybody
leading to a goal,
and you become captain
for 3 years.
But you become captain on that.
That is ill-informed.
That you must bring muffins every day.
As a matter of fact,
you must bring muffins and when birthday come around, somebody
dancing girls and everything.
You must be the life of the party.
And
the best buckle parties.
And unless you're going to give me money and a T-shirt, you're still not getting my vote.
And a box food.
No, the money will buy the box food.
Oh, the money. Okay.
Wait. This box food or the Nestle tin and milk? What is what we used to?
No names.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm just saying.
It does get a bleep for
I'm just saying. How he got the captaincy, I do not know.
Well, I think decisions like this are what are gonna put pressure on Unai Emery.
Yeah.
And I think games like this, seeing absolutely no improvement in the defense. Bear in mind that the defense was one of the major Achilles heels that forced Arsenal to get rid of or to force out Arsene Wenger. I think that's where Emery is going to be under some pressure.
Agent Louise.
So
Me work with him still, but the thing is, Rob Holding's coming back, and Rob Holding. Last week we were talking, and when I said Rob Holding, you're like Rob Holding. I'm like, this shows me that I watch. This shows me that I watch your teams more than you watch my team.
I know Rob Holding, but that man has been missing for good.
That's why we never made Champions League. He was
apparently Rob Holding wears a cape.
Yes.
Yeah, no man.
When he played, I remember
the
when
team
he
was
played,
solid. The team was solid.
It was a decent young corner, but we've said this so many times about so many Arsenal.
And then they get injured and they're out for the rest of their lives. Alright, so we're moving on to the next game. Remember again, click the subscription button, click the notification bell, also click the thumbs up ping button, and also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the RealestFC. We also want you to follow our sponsor Top Rock Sports at Top Rock Sports JA on Instagram and on Twitter, Top Rock Sports. Remember, they provide jerseys that can be customized for you. Also, we're going to now talk about Manchester City at the Etihad playing against Wolverhampton Wanderers. This might just be a game where we don't really have to talk about it because it's a gimme. It's another 8.
I'm trying to be
serious.
I'm trying to be serious.
And if it is 8, it will be another statement victory. Could it be 9? Could Manchester City keep on breaking records? They already have the most goals scored in the history of the Premier League during the Premier League period after 7 games, even more than Liverpool. Can you believe it? I wonder who in this room will actually have a problem with that stat.
I can't believe that. They're disgusted in front of the goal.
Alright, so Man City versus Wolves, guys. Give me your predictions for this game. Give me predictions for scores. Give me predictions for talking points.
Fish and bread settings. I'm set. Some goated soup up go share out because City are going
Wolves.
City going to kill a dog.
Wolves is going to the Etihad.
Wolves going to the Etihad.
Oh,
no.
wow.
This
Wow.
I'm sorry. City is going to have a field day against them. I think.
So they're going to keep possession. Who are the players that are going to play well for City?
Everybody.
Oh my God.
This is what happens when you get this good.
Yo,
you have
guys, you're not seeing this, but like our producer saying that.
Move on.
Don't even make sense.
Move on.
Talk about this.
Move on.
Alright, so guys, since we're gonna do this, I don't know. Honestly,
you want to take it serious? No.
No. You know why we're not going to take it serious? Because in all honesty, if you're a Manchester City fan, you need to comment below and tell us that we need to talk about City because truly,
what's there to talk about?
Between Una and Spurs, I compete hard for nobody. For nobody.
I know 2 Man City fans.
How can that even be with a team that plays so well and plays such good football? Is that people are fans of Pep?
I think.
Are fans of the type of fans of the player, fans of winning?
That's what I think is the fans that I know. They are fans of winning, and they see a team that they just start follow the game, and they see a team winning and playing great football. They're gonna be fans.
Richie, is that why you started to follow Chelsea?
AKA Wagonists.
Is that why you started to follow Chelsea?
I actually started to follow Chelsea because they were signing a lot of African players.
That's a great reason.
That's a good reason.
That's a great reason. Maybe big up for life for that.
I would say in Wolves' defense, and I would mention this during the break, so to speak. Wolves play in Europa League. Playing Europa League, especially when
it's a death trap.
It can be a curse.
Yeah,
I call it the Burnley curse now because I first noticed it with Burnley. These teams are not prepared for 4 competitions. Not like the teams who are constantly playing the United, the Liverpool, the City. They're not prepared for
squad
4.
not big
and
enough.
not only that, the Europa League provides an additional burn where it starts a lot earlier than everybody else. So you're talking about by the time we're just now getting into the football groove, we're settling in our Saturday and Sunday mornings. Wolves fans have been watching their team playing competitive games from July. That's how long they've been playing.
July?
Because they have to play the qualification rounds of Europa League. They
had like 4 games.
4 games. Home and away. They're going to places like Videoton FC and places in
Israel,
Hungary and
Israel, no, that's over.
And Turkey. It's not easy for
not the glamorous cities of the Champions League.
They're not going to Madrid and them places, and they're not going anywhere close. So it's extra pressure on them because remember, this is a Wolves team that played great last year.
Yeah, they played pretty good last year,
It's
and all of a sudden
this year, but that's the curse of the Europa League.
All right, well. After being cursed, we're going to move on to the team that was blessed by the Europa League, and that was Chelsea. Chelsea actually won the Europa League last year.
Thank you very much.
That
in a bad season, eh?
In a bad
in a bad season. To win a trophy in a bad season, that's an amazing thing. And they are partly to call champions of Europe. They are partly champions of Europe. They are. As a matter of fact, how did you guys beat them in the Super Cup again?
Champions of Europe.
On penalties.
On penalties.
Yeah, he's not going to say.
So the big Chelsea, quote unquote champions of Europe, barely beat Chelsea.
I think it's very important that you look at the words that you use. You said, how did Liverpool win?
Oh, the fact that they won
and I
on
think
penalties.
The fact that they won is the only point worth talking about.
All right, this is the same Liverpool team with all of their players from last season.
Oh yeah,
and this is a depleted Chelsea team
that could not bring in anybody at all with a fresh-faced coach.
That didn't win.
Brand new coach.
That didn't win.
Yeah, man. I understand.
So I understand. I understand where you guys are trying to go here, but you need to put wheels on your car. It's not going anywhere.
All right, so we're going to talk. So Southampton is going to be blessed to have the Europa League champions coming to their home. Many autographs can be signed on the outside for fans. So Southampton played against Spurs last week. They gave Spurs some things to think about. Yeah. Can they at home give Chelsea a lot to think about, or is it just simply Mason Mount and crew going in to mash up the place?
No, man, it's going to be a challenge. I think it's going to be a challenge. I think Southampton is going to run at Chelsea, and I think it's going to be a case where Chelsea, as they have been doing, they're going to have a lot of shots on goal. So here's where it's going to make a difference. If those shots on goal start dropping for Mason and Tammy and all of the other players, then you're going to have a much better showing for Chelsea. Yeah. Right now, it's almost like the potential is there peaking, right? So Southampton has a lot to prove because, like you said, they didn't do very well. But I do expect the 3 points. Don't get me wrong. I expect the 3 points, but I don't think it's going to be a run over.
What are the weak links in your team? Like where are the points that give you concern when they come up against the Southampton team?
I don't really see any weak links right now in my side. To be honest with you, I like the way the team looks. I like how everybody, even the back line, I like how everything is coming together. As long as we don't have any injury problems, I'm not going to have a problem. My problem, or what I would consider the chink in the armor, is we're taking the shots and we're not scoring as many. Our conversion rate is not as good as it could be.
Does that mean that your front line is not that good?
It means that it still has a lot of potential. It has a lot of growth. It's a young front line. You can't expect everything.
So the foot don't work like an older person.
They don't have the experience to put the ball in the back of the net.
So you need experience to know how to keep the ball past the keeper.
Yes, you do.
Hold on, man. So you went to academy at 8. You're a forward in the academy since you were 8 years old. You are telling me that between 8 years old and 22 years old, you don't know how to kick the ball past the goalkeeper? What more experience you need for know how to kick the ball past the goalkeeper? Me not understand that. What kind of experience that? The man who play league when I'm 8. The man like Jamaica when you them have to go catch water or wash dishes or whatever. The man in the academy sleep and eat. The academy feed them,
Let me ask you a question,
pay them
sir.
school fee. What kind of experience Tammy Abraham need to kick the ball past the goalkeeper? You don't understand that?
It's not just the goalkeeper, he has defenders to contend with.
Also, not defenders. Or they're not playing against defenders till them start playing Premier League football.
No, I'm saying to you, there are different levels of playing the football. Clearly. What kind of question is this? You make it look like so the man them just walk up to the goalkeeper and say, "Excuse me, sir, move to the side."
But I don't understand how experienced. So
of course
you pass the ball to me. And me for swing my Clyde Shaw left foot in the
okay, wait.
Me a kick it in a goal.
No, let me give you a perfect example of what experience will do versus somebody who is inexperienced. When Tammy Abraham went down when Liverpool came to Stamford Bridge,
right.
Tammy Abraham got one-on-one with the keeper. A lot of experienced footballers would have shifted the ball to the left or the right to get past the keeper. Tammy Abraham kicked the ball directly on the keeper. Another thing he could have done with more experience is pass the ball across the goal to an open Mason Mount. These things you will learn over time by making mistakes.
I not say how a man can know, say, from my 8 he might play ball. 8 with the jersey on him back. And he might get training, he might get coaching. You tell me say a coach never said to him, say, youth, you get the ball out there, so whenever you coaching kids, me coaching kids, saying, youth. Why you never pass the ball? Why you never square the ball?
And this
so
is
you know them start teaching for pass ball.
And this is the primary reason why we are fans and pundits versus players. Now I'm gonna tell you, as a player, when you go on the field, it's a completely different thing from when you're sitting behind a computer. No, but we play ball for fun. The man you played for a career where thousands of people
watching
watching them.
Premier League. You don't have Premier League experience, and you and I have played football before.
We have many times. We have never played against the level of opposition that they play against.
I'm talking situational. You get the ball, Richie. If me get the ball, I run wide and it up on my left foot, and you that I say the keeper come to me and me kick it off for the goal at 40 years old. You're gonna say who never play Premier League football. You're gonna say naturalist. Why you never square the ball to me a while ago? What kind of experience? My experience is putting on my clothes and going to work every day. I mean, it's not football experience, but me still supposed to square the ball and give you. So what kind of experience Tammy Abraham, Mason Mount, Pulisic need? The man them have enough experience. Hear me, sir? The man them get coaching every day from them a picnic till now. Me wish we did grow up in a situation. This a youth I can play ball with him enough time. Listen. Me wish when him was 8 in the den I want academy, which part it for there, and he wouldn't need nobody to tell him nothing. You can't tell me nothing, Richie. Anyway, come on, man. What is the score? Rapper.
That's all I'm contributing to this? Okay.
No, give us your opinion. Give us your opinion on this match.
Really? Right.
You're actually interested?
I'm actually interested in this game because I think Chelsea is going to win easy. I don't think they're going to have a problem with Southampton.
At some point, we really need Rapper to go wrong on one of these predictions.
Well, I've been wrong. So at some point, you can't look it up. I think Chelsea will. The trajectory that I see Chelsea on right now, how Frank is improving, they're maturing.
Give him credit, man. Give him credit.
Have to give him credit. This team is maturing. We saw them beat a team that they should beat at home. I think this is a team that they should beat away as well.
On the road,
and I don't. Southampton is in 14th place right now. They're not a challenge for anybody. Not a challenge for, especially a team in the top 6.
Why are you using position?
Position is a reflection of
after
how
7 games.
No, because 7 games.
So 11th place last.
Points.
So Chelsea in 11th place was really 11th place. Do you think that?
They were playing 11th place football. Yeah, at least they were getting 11th place results.
Even when Chelsea got 4-0, you have to admit when they got the 4 from Manchester United, Chelsea did not play badly. They played well.
I admitted that they didn't play badly, but at the end of the day, the results speak for themselves. If you are playing well, you can play well and not get the result, and that says something about your team. You cannot play well and still get some result, and that says something about your team. The position has to be taken into account, and for me, the Southampton position says more about how they've been playing this year than anything else, because they have not been playing well. They have not been getting 3 points. They've scored some goals, but even the goal they got against Liverpool and the one that they just got against Spurs is a keeper decent than Jennings. They are not finding the net with any regularity right now. And I think coming against Chelsea, who is finding the net, coming up against Tammy Abraham and Mason Mount, I think them up against a team playing like how Southampton playing home or away, I expect them to get the victory. So I'll go in the opposite direction of Rich here. I think Chelsea should get a win out of this, and I think they would probably also get a clean sheet. So I'm going 3-0.
Ooh, wow, nice.
I
like that.
We just said, "Wow, I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I
like that. I like that. No, I was really going for more of a draw. I'm saying, yeah, man, I'm going for a draw, and the reason why I'm going for the draw is because it hasn't all come together for Chelsea yet. I still think we have a lot of learning to do. A lot more experience is needed in the front line. I'm gonna reiterate that. I'd love for those shots to start dropping for us. A man like Willian, I used to praise this dude running down the wing and terrorizing and cutting in and taking those. I was so happy to see him score. You get me? So if I can get those players doing that, clicking like they did, on the weekend, then definitely must see the 3 love. But right now, we'll probably I'll go more like a 2-1 or maybe a 1-1 or you know what I mean? Something low scoring away from home on the bounce. Yeah, 1-1.
All right.
Draw.
Well, there you heard it. So remember again, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, at the Realist FC. Just put it in the search engine in there, and you'll find us. Also, we want you to click the notification bell, but before you do that, you need to click the subscription button and also click the thumbs up. Bing. And follow us and subscribe to us. Also, follow Top Rock Sports at Top Rock Sports JA, customizing all your jerseys and all. Right, so buy the jersey, they customize it for free. And it doesn't matter the sport, they have the jersey and the gears for you. Top Rock Sports, follow them on Instagram and Twitter at Top Rock Sports JA. And remember, we have a giveaway. I have some giveaway information.
Yeah.
Could we give them now?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's give them now.
You guys have been waiting for it.
Alright, so if you can predict the score, so to get to the gift that we have for you is an Amazon gift card. No matter where in the world you are, you can use an Amazon gift card and buy something nice for yourself. Amazon delivers everywhere and anywhere. You can use any shipping company to ship whatever it is to you, or it can be something that you like software that you get right away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you get $25, a $25 Amazon gift card if you can correctly predict the score of the Liverpool versus Leicester game, which is first place versus third place in the league. Hot. So if you predict it, first person to predict it correctly, not if you predict it. The first person to predict it correctly in the comments below, we will find you and we will give you that $25 Amazon gift card. I've seen it. Our producer is wealthy. He has money. So we are going to take $25 from him to give to you. Maybe we can ask him to pay a school fee and them something for somebody next year.
No, just please subscribe. Subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
Like
Alright, so
the videos.
We're moving on to the final game of of the weekend, and that will be Newcastle versus Man U. Newcastle will be hosting Manchester United at St. James's Park, the renowned St. James's Park. The ones, how the mighty have fallen. I remember when Newcastle was so close to winning the championship. And they threw it all away with a draw to Liverpool. With a draw to Liverpool.
I would just love if we beat Kevin Keegan.
Yes, man.
Oh yeah.
In goat mode, and that has changed the history of Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle has never been the same.
Been relegated a few times.
Yep.
All right, so guys, quickly. I don't expect Man U to do well in this game. I think Newcastle, they're hard to beat. They're hard to beat, especially
They're hard to beat.
At home. They're hard to beat.
I said, this competition, this game is not about who is going to be better on the day. It's more about who to be less worse. That's what I say. I know that's horrible English, and my aunt's an English teacher. If she ever
We get it. No, we get it.
It's gonna be who is less worse on the day, and I think Man U is going to be less worse. I think United is gonna win 2-1. I think Newcastle.
Who going to score another 2-1 then?
2-1. I think one is gonna be a penalty because Newcastle love kick up. Newcastle will go after your ankles.
And without Rashford on the field, who's gonna take the penalty? Paul?
Matic.
No. United fans, please.
2-1. I think 2-1. I see United getting the 3 points out of this and getting one of those false hopes that they get. We can kick on from here.
Always doing well.
We made a good decision, right? And then you're going to get the crickets. Yeah.
Alright, so Richie, what's going to happen in this
Clean sheet for United. 2-0.
What?
Yeah. Who's going to score for Newcastle? They're not going to have a fight.
Joe Linton!
Anyway, I really do think that even with all that, I agree with Rappo. It's who's going to be less worse on the day, right? And I don't think Newcastle is playing any form of football.
Right? Be less worse?
Who's going to be less worse?
The two horrible teams
right now. The two teams. I don't even think I'm going to watch this match. Are you guys going to watch this match?
I am going to watch it until Man U scores the first goal.
This is Sunday. I'm going to watch it because I'm going to watch it.
We have to talk about it.
It's my job. It's not my job now.
Richie can watch it. You can watch it. I'll watch it.
There are no other games at the same time.
I'm doing this for you people. I'm doing this for you.
If you are Manchester United,
I'm going to talk about this game and I'm going to tell you exactly what went wrong. Or what went right for United. Who knows?
Guys, if you're a Man U fan, you need to link us. And we might just give you the opportunity to come on the show and talk. I'm serious. Because in all honesty, I know that Manchester United fans are sad. are depressed. Them are hide.
They're in hiding.
Them feel. I mean, we are the banter club, Arsenal, but I'm not gonna lie, man. You are run a hard race.
Yeah, they don't
to take over that position. They have the banter club.
They don't take losing very well.
No, and the thing is, they actually believe. They honestly believe it is their birthright
to win.
To win everything. So when they go down on Newcastle, I predict Newcastle going to win. Newcastle is going to win this game. Yes, man. Newcastle
going to
win 2-1. And anyhow, man, you make the mistake and score first, it's going to be worse for them.
Okay.
Because St. James's Park is going to be up for this. This is their entertainment. They are not. They
don't do anything else but watch football.
But watch football.
That's all they do.
The entire town, the entire city is built around Newcastle Football Club. So leading up to hosting Manchester United with Ole as the coach, this is like getting to watch the Rock or Rambo.
Rambo with the
Again with Rambo.
Yo, this is the realest FC. We're being real. It's totally real. Rambo first blood. You know it go. Alright, so
Big Show.
Realest FC. Big Show, true. You know that's the best Rambo though. Best Rambo.
Was the best one.
By a mile.
Let's talk football.
Excellent show. Excellent show. Maybe we need to start branch off in or something.
I'm saying.
Movie reviews.
Movie reviews.
Realest FC. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Realest FC. Also follow our sponsor Top Rock Sports at Top Rock Sports JA on Instagram and Twitter. Please click the subscription button. Follow us over there on our socials, but also follow us here by subscribing to our channel, clicking the notification bell, giving this video and all the videos that we have a thumbs up. Give it a like because likes help us. We do it for the love, but we also do it for all those likes because we're really trying to grow this channel. We're really trying to build on what we're doing. Rapper Richie, it was great having you guys. Have a great week.
Respect.
Have a great week, everyone. Have a great weekend. I hope your team does well, unless, of course, you're playing against the Arsenal. This was the Realest FC, where we talk football. That's it. That's it. No comment. That was the Realest FC, where we talk about football, and that is it. Cut. Computers closed. Time up. Let's go and look for our families. That is a wrap.
I'm not saying another word.
I am filling the space so that nothing else can be said until the producer turn off the thing. That is it. Good to go.